Yo guys, this is just one for anyone that likes figs. Just thought I'd quickly update you everyone on what's going on. So this is my main crop fig trial. A lot of these got hit by that late frost in April, and then subsequently slugs and snails, and quite a wet, cool spring and early summer. It has been hot now for about a week and a half. It's cooled down today, but it's I think in a week or so it's going to pick back up again. But anyway, so these are figs. These were all cuttings this year, except for a couple like that one there, and there's one over there, the tall one. But yeah, I thought I'd just update you on how it's all going. So yeah, I've got some cool varieties like Malta Black, Black Celeste. This has got a little fig there, it's got a little fig up here. So I'm hoping maybe later on in the season, which will probably be like late September now, I might get a couple to try. The Zora's Dark as well has one nice fig on. What I have decided is that I'm going to grow these now as standards. So originally I was okay with them being kind of bush shaped, and the frost and the snails kind of killed a lot of the top growth and caused them to branch out a lot to make it kind of bush shape anyway. So it wasn't just me, but I should have probably been more selective in which branches I let grow, which I'm going to be doing from now on, because what I think I'll do with these size pots, I think I could probably get a main stem of like 1 foot and 1.5 foot, something like that. So a single straight stem, and then let them branch out from there. And I think it will do a few things. It's a store of energy for the plant, just having that main stem and structure. It's probably easier to manage the plants when they get a bit bigger, and it also means that it's a bit more difficult for slugs and snails to get up to where the fruit and leaves are, because there'll be that single stem. So yeah, that's the plan. So I just thought I'd share that with you, and probably what I'll do with some of these lower branches is, instead of just cut them off, it feels like a bit of a waste, I might try and put a little air layer on that, which is just where you get the stem to put out roots, and then I'll cut it off when it's got some roots, and it'll be a separate little plant which I could maybe trade with someone or something like that. So that's kind of the plan. Most of the other figs here don't have any figs on. I think this one does. LSU Ollier, I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm pronouncing it in a French way. It might not actually be French, because this is all the LSU ones, which are LSU Tiger, LSU Gold, LSU Champagne. They're all from Louisiana State University in the US, so it might not actually be French. But yeah, got some cool ones. Mitcherinska 10's meant to be very early, but it was one of the ones that got hit the hardest actually. And then the one I've actually got some good main crop on is this Genovese Nero AF. You can see through the bags, some nice figs there. I mean, they still won't ripen probably until at least August. But in a usual year, so next year, let's say, when these trees will be out all winter, I would expect them to produce main crop figs probably in sort of late September. But yeah, we'll see. A few figs here. Dalmati, which to be honest, I think they've given me ice crystal, because Dalmati leaves I don't think are meant to look quite like that. But yeah, we'll see. I've got in-ground Peretta here, which I am going to let grow as a bush shape, because I've kind of already done that, and it got hit quite hard. I should have been more selective with which branches I let grow, because it put out loads and loads of weak branches that I've just left. I've taken them off now and just selected like one per branch to carry on growing. But it's got a couple of Braber on it, which I'm quite excited about. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll get to taste those. The one that's going to be pulling, well, like the workhorse, let's say, is this in-ground Ronde de Bordeaux. The problem is it doesn't really grow much. It grows like a couple of inches, but it does have loads of figs on, and it produced some of the tastiest and most abundant figs last year. When I say most abundant, it was probably about 9 or 10 figs, but yeah, it's only been in ground like a year and a bit, and it's quite a small tree, as you can see. So and then finally I'll just whiz you across. There's quite a lot going on here. Quite excited to doing a July allotment tour in a couple of weeks. Got a Smith there, which, yeah, got hit quite hard as well, but it's coming back. Just to finish off, I'll show you these guys. So this is my shed conversion. It does get really hot in here, and I've got these self-watering pots, and then I've got Ponte Tracer, got some nice little figlets on, Borges up grease, which unfortunately I don't think this tiny little fig there is going to do anything this season. I was really looking forward to tasting this one, but then Verde Paso, not doing anything, not producing anything this year, which is fine because it was just a cutting. And then Coelho de Dama Blanca, which I assume is Cordon Blanc. This was a greenhouse, what am I on about, garden centre acquisition, so it's a bit of a cheat because these figs were already quite developed when I bought it. But yeah, I'm hoping that they will ripen for me. Yeah, so there we go, little whiz over all the figs, just for anyone that's super sad like me, and for some reason gets a bit addicted to them. But yeah, anyway, there we go. Lots of love, guys, lots of peace, and I'll speak to you soon.